Hello everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new review concerning the new American light tank tier 10, the Sheridan. So, as you all know, the missiles are here, and for these replays I didn't really use much of them because I didn't know really how to feel and how to get comfortable with them. But now I understand how we have to play them, thanks to you guys that helped me and highlight how to play it in stream. So I'm gonna explain it in another video. Here we are really focusing on the review only of the Sheridan. So, is the tank worth it? Let's be clear, yes. I think it's gonna join the Broken Tank Club pretty soon, if it's not already the case, because this tank is simply amazing. If we talk about the pros and the cons, we have the best mobility at tier 10, combined with an extremely good gun and extremely accurate because the missiles are going where you are aiming. You also have a great gun dispersion, allowing you to snapshot. Honestly, the gun is just great. And for the armor, you have spaced armor, meaning you're immune to HEs. Not all, because if guys try to shoot you in the turret, you're gonna take them, but all around your hull, you have spaced armor. Therefore, you are gonna be able to bounce all kind of HEs. You're gonna take damage, but less than if it penetrated. And look at this mobility, guys. Look at how easily we are destroying that heavy. And for me, the only con in the tank is the lack of armor, but that's logic because it's a light tank, I would say. And also in the pros as well, the fact that you're a light tank, which means you have one of the best camos at tier 10. Now, really, this tank is a must-have in your garage. I think it's gonna break some rules in the Twister Cup if the guys are using it, because truly you have new mechanisms that can be used effectively on the battlefield. So, now that we talk about the pros and the cons, how do you want to play the tank? As you can see, I already tried circling, which works pretty well with every kind of light tanks. Also, we can talk about the peekaboo, which works fine. Pretty much, you can try everything. The only things you can't really try is the hold down and also maybe the side scrap, which will not work. But for the rest, you can go for it. And no side scrap, by the way. I don't know if I say that, but no side scrap. So, as you can see, I'm just running around. I'm using my mobility. I don't even need to hide myself. I mean, I'm just derping everything I see. Look at that. Look at this poor 704 who missed this shot. Derp. See ya, boy. Now we have to deal with the WZ and the ATGM. I mean, it's easy. It's so easy to play, in my opinion. After you can have your opinion by yourself when you're gonna unlock the tank. But god damn it! And look at the accuracy of the missiles. They go right where you're aiming. So, what else can I say about the tank? Maybe, do you need skill to play it? I think that's one important question. And in my opinion, this tank is gonna be completely broken in the hands of a good player, but in the hands of a regular player, it's still gonna be very good, but maybe not broken. It's gonna depend on either you're playing on PC or not, because on a computer you have the ability to shoot and aim at people without needing to show yourself, and that's why, in my opinion, that's probably gonna be a bit broken. Maybe they will fix that, I don't know yet. But still, that was a good first game, a 5k damage, 4 kills and ace tanker. Let's talk about the second one, which is one ace I did in stream. But I wanted to highlight it because I think it shows how you can play aggressively your Sheridan. I'm sorry for everybody who was on the stream and saw this game, but that's the only game of this video that you saw in stream. The rest are aces I did off stream. So, let's focus on the gameplay by now. How do you want to play? Oh, derp, nice derp here. How do you want to play your Sheridan? As you can see here, I'm trying a spotting, aka aggressive spotting position, and you're gonna see it's gonna work effectively because you arrive in this kind of positions first, which means you can have some pre-shots before the battle really begins. You know what I'm saying? And for example, that's the case here between the T92E1 and the MX5120. Can we maybe sneak shot here? I didn't try it because I thought that's a bit too dangerous, and I wanted to keep my shots maybe for the heavy, and it worked fine. And I retreated at the right moment, because if I didn't, I would have taken that shot. I don't know if it was Hesh or AP, but in both cases, I didn't want it to take that. But yeah, what I like about the Sheridan is the fact that with this tank, you can take aggressive positions, and because you have a high alpha damage gun, they are gonna be afraid of pushing you, which means you're gonna sustain them in their spawn. And that's exactly what is happening here. Look at this. They are afraid of pushing. Now they are not, because they understood that I was not alone, but at least maybe not covered enough. But yeah, look at this. That's just incredible how we can hold a flank by ourselves just because the enemies are fearing our gun. And it's understandable. 560 alpha damage for a light tank at tier 10 with 13.6 seconds of reload. Just the DPM, man. The DPM is great. I love the tank. Now, in fact, the DPM is not great because it's 2.4 thousand, but I don't care. I mean, the alpha damage, that's what I meant. The alpha damage is great. I think the Sheridan is gonna be one of my most played tank because I'm gonna farm it over and over and over. I love the tank. I truly love the tank. And your damage with the HEs are quite well as well, because you can go up to 800 as I did here. I think the alpha damage for them is 680, but you can climb to 850 alpha damage with your HEs if you have the high roll skill running on. And we're gonna miss. Boom. Unfortunately. I remember this moment in stream. I was like, what the fuck, how did that happen? And yeah, look at as well the mobility. Look at how fast we managed to climb and to reach, sorry, the AB-183. This tank is simply a joke. I don't know if Wargaming is gonna nerf it pretty soon, but I think it will. I think they will at least maybe try to nerf the gun dispersion, because in my opinion the snapshots are done too easily with this. Last game, same as the first game, but this time on the other side, which is interesting sometimes to have aces on both sides of a map. So it shows you how I play in pretty much every kind of situation with my Sheridan, and so you can do the same and see if it works or not. So yeah, for here, as you can see by the team we have in front of us, I don't think they are gonna try to go on our side. And as I have one of the best view range in at tier 10 and I didn't spot anything, I said to myself, yeah, they are not here, let's push. I see that the standard B is alone, watching whatever can come from the right side, but we don't have anyone on the right side. So I derp my HE and I go straight back to my position. I'm gonna wait for the standard B maybe to do a mistake, because he knows I have a long reload, so therefore maybe he's gonna try something, and by trying something he got punished, and he's gonna be punished again, even if he allows him to put me one shot. I don't care, even if he destroyed my my engine, I just have to repair, and that's one tank out at the moment. Alright, for the rest, maybe here I could have used some missiles, but that's my this ace tanker is my fourth game with it, therefore I was not used to the mechanics this tank offers. Therefore you're gonna see a lot of shots, but without the ATGMs. And maybe one thing that can be interesting for you, ATGM's cost is less than the hit shell on the medium tank. I don't know why, I found it impressive. I thought it was gonna be expensive to play with ATGMs, but it's not. And goddamn it, 340 alpha penetration, 340 millimeters of penetration with rockets. Just imagine, guys, if you manage to you shoot your shot in the sky, you aim at your opponent, and your shell is gonna go straight on him, but from the sky, which means you are gonna probably penetrate pretty much everything you shoot at, which is just amazing in my opinion. Boom! Second ATGM in the mouse here. I was first aiming at the turret, and then I went for the lower plate. That's what I love as well about the ATGMs. You can change not the target, but you can change your aim while being firing. And one last thing also, as you're using ATGMs, your reload will only begin once your ATGMs are destroyed or are hitting the target. I think that's something important to highlight. And here here is the main problem with the ATGMs you saw here. When you're shooting at lightly armored tanks with 340 alpha millimeters of penetration, you don't really care about really aiming them. I mean, you can put your gun up in the sky, you make sure you can highlight your target, and your shell is gonna redirect himself to the target and hit it and do damage. But on mouse or E100 or anything a little bit armored, you have to aim in the tunnel vision to be sure to hit not necessarily a weak spot, but at least somewhere, sorry, where you don't need to aim for. And that's, in my opinion, a good compromise between the OP's ATGMs we had for the T49A, where it was only the auto aim that was taken into consideration, and the new features, new mechanisms that Wargaming is offering us. So, snapshot on the FV, as I told you, the snapshots are done too easily with this tank, at least in my opinion. Maybe they will change it, I don't know. And we finished the game with 2 kills and 5.5k damage. That was it for today, boys. I hope you enjoyed. If that's the case, feel free to subscribe, like, and share. And if you want my full opinion on the Sheridan, I think it's broken. I don't know if Wargaming is gonna nerf it. I hope not, but you know what? Maybe. Thanks you all for watching, and see you soon.